What's going on, guys? It is your host back at it again, the Broke Consumer. Now I know I said I'm back a million times. I'm telling y'all for sure this time I'm not lying. I'm back, coming out with a whole bunch of new content for this channel and a brand new channel coming up soon. But that will be announced shortly. Anyways, we're all here because of the new announcement from Sony of the new Sony a7r4. Already here, they already blessed us with a new one, probably because of new competition. But I'm going to run through these specs. We're going to talk about what we like and what we don't like. So without further ado, let's get to the video. It's finally here, y'all. It's finally here, and it's not what we expected. To be honest, I didn't think a Sony a7r4 was going to come anytime soon. I expected an APS-C camera, hoping for the Sony a7S III, but what we got a Sony a7r4. I don't know what to tell y'all, talk to Sony about all that crap, but that's not what pretty much anyone wanted. But it's here, so we might as well deal with it, and it is a phenomenal camera as expected coming from Sony. So this camera is now even more of a, I'm gonna call it a nuisance when it comes to megapixels, but it now has, sorry guys, little cameo for my dog. So this camera now has 61 megapixels. Now this is coming from the previous 42 megapixels that the Sony a7R2 and 3 had. And now it has 61, boasting the highest amount of megapixels in a mirrorless camera, at least what Sony has put out. It is right now still top dog in the mirrorless market. Who needs 61 megapixels? Not a lot of people. One, if I was you, I wouldn't want to deal with the file sizes. That would be humongous when it comes to shooting RAW, even JPEG. Even if you compress it, it'll still be pretty big files. But if you're a product photographer, wildlife, you know, you like to take architecture photos, things like that, things that really need a lot of detail because you're probably going to be cropping a lot, you're going to really want those 61 megapixels. Even though 42 is more than enough, you can never have enough megapixels if you're doing a lot of cropping. I myself, I own a Sony a7 III, so for me, if I crop, can I crop? Of course I can, but it's not going to be as good as using the 42 megapixel in the Sony a7R2 or 3, and of course definitely not anywhere near as good as using that 61 that's coming out of the new R4. Now, on top of that, one of the benefits of having a 61 megapixel sensor is something that I think I would love, and that's using the APS-C mode. Now, some people don't use it, a lot of people do. One of the benefits of using APS-C mode is, of course, you get a longer range when you actually use that mode, because APS-C, your time speed is by 1.6, so your focal length is going to be times by 1.6. So, let's say you have a 10mm lens, don't know why you've been using that, but let's say you have that, throw that bad boy in APS-C mode, what you got? Now you got 16. So that's a dope benefit, right? Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the Sony a7 III, you go from 24 megapixels down to like 10. Now, you could use 10 in a lot of situations. There's been plenty of times where I found myself shooting a lot and not realizing that I'm actually in APS-C mode. Obviously, on the camera, you won't be able to tell like that until you press the button. The photos that are produced from that, they still look fine and everything. Obviously, cropping is not going to be happening, but you still get quality photos. Now, imagine doing that, but you get to have 26 megapixels using APS-C mode. That's one of the dope benefits of using that. And now with that, if you're like a wedding photographer, that 26 megapixels, you could shoot a whole wedding in APS-C mode, everyone would be fine. So if you're, I don't know, let's say you got a prime lens, you know, you got like a 55 or something. Throw that bad boy into APS-C mode, what you got now? I'm not going to do the math in my head, but it's a whole lot longer than 55. So that's one of the dope benefits of going with that 61 megapixel sensor right there. One of the new benefits coming out of the Sony a7R4 is that it now has a 15 stop dynamic range compared to the 14 coming out of the Sony a7R3. Now that's one more stop. Some people may not find that much of a big deal, but you know, the more you get, the merrier. So I mean, again, it's another thing to add on when it comes to trying to justify you spending the money on this new camera. Now, a bummer coming out of this camera is, you know what, let's stick with the upgrades. Actually, alright, sticking to upgrades. Right now, again, another upgrade. You get 567 focus points coming out of this camera. That is compared to 399 focus points in the Sony a7r4. That's gonna get you closer to what the Sony a7 III's focus is like. Same thing with the Sony a7-6400 and the Sony a7 A9. So you get better focus out of there. And one of the dope things that came over, speaking of focus, is that you now have autofocus real time in video. So that's one of the dopest things that I've heard so far. Compared to, so one of the dope things is a real-time autofocus in video. That is insane. So benefits of that is, one, you get to lock focus on someone's eyes, so that way you have the sharpest focus that you can have in the video. So that's extremely dope. I wonder if you can like register the face, or like register like, so like it knows like what eye to keep on no matter what, or if it selects, or if you select the eye or whatever and it gets on there, it just locks on completely. So while the person's moving, you know, it just stays on it no matter what. I'm assuming that's how it's working, but that's one of the dopest things I've heard, which makes me excited for what the Sony a7S3 is gonna be, or if it's gonna be 4, or whatever it's gonna be. Only because maybe they're testing some of these video features out before they come out with the new Sony a7 III. So another thing, small things like they did upgrade the grip of the camera, so it's a little bit more grippier. For people that have large hands, you'll be happy to know that. So shout out to y'all. On top of that, they made a few little more adjustments. One, they finally added a lock to the exposure dial. I cannot tell you how many times I'm happy. Matter of fact, but before this video, my exposure was up by like 0.3. Not much, but it's one of the constant things I gotta deal with this camera. I always hit the exposure dial no matter what. So I always find myself either slightly overexposed or slightly underexposed. One of the more annoying things out of the camera. Small thing, but you know, thank you Sony for adding the lock. Another thing, what else? I think that's about it, guys. Oh, they did add a new feature. It does actually capture audio a whole lot better. It now captures a digital audio signal straight out the camera, so audio should be better and you should have better control over the audio when you're recording the videos. So a lot of people that are into video are going to be happy about that. And again, it's another one of those features that I think that they're honestly just testing out with the Sony a7r4, gearing it up so they can actually perfect it for the Sony a7 III or 4, whatever it's going to be called. But yeah, guys, so those are the upgrades that are coming out of this camera. Is it a lot? Not really. But should we be happy for this camera? Yes, because it keeps Sony on top. And for all the product photographers, wildlife photographers, architecture, you know, cityscape, all you people, you guys gonna be happy about this, of course. And I think this upgrade is really for people that have the Sony a7R2 that didn't go on for the 3. I think they'll benefit from this a lot. If you already have the 3, it has the same Z battery and things like that. So the features, although it is an upgrade, you're not missing out on much. So if you have the Sony a7R2, definitely consider this camera. Just be aware this camera is gonna run your pockets $3,500. So it is an expensive camera. It's not cheap at all. But this just means for people like myself that have been interested in the Sony a7R3, that just means price drop. And of course, I'm a broke consumer, so you already know I've been waiting for this to happen for a very long time. So once the price drops on a7R3, you better believe I'll be there to pick one up. Used, of course, not in the store. But hey guys, that's it. So that's it for this video, guys. Some more videos coming up soon. I'll probably make a video about the small features that are being added to Sony a7R4. And another thing, I don't know if you guys can see here, this is a new addition to the family. This is my new mobile editing beast. This is a Surface Book 2. If you stick around and subscribe, you will see how I got that bad boy for $600. That is right, this is top of the line as well, guys. Top of the line Surface Book 2. How I got it for $600, I'll let y'all know in a separate video. Anyways, I'm a broke consumer. Thank you for watching the video. Peace.